They removed me from the family group chat without warning, then seemed surprised when their flights got canceled. The notification popped up while I was reviewing flight manifests at JFK. You have been removed from Fleming family chat by admin Derek Fleming. No explanation, no warning, just digital exile from the family I'd been part of for 12 years. I stared at my phone, then at my computer screen, showing my Delta employee portal. Senior Operations Manager, Level 7, with booking privileges most people didn't even know existed, the same privileges I'd used to handle my family's travel for over a decade. Then another notification. Derek Fleming added you to important family info. The new chat had everyone but me. I could see the participant list before I was removed. Tom, his parents, his 3 siblings and their spouses, even my brother-in-law's girlfriend of 6 months. Everyone but me. The only message before my removal was chilling. Family only in this chat. Discussing mom and dad's 50th anniversary trip to Hawaii. No need to involve outsiders. Outsiders. After 12 years of marriage, 2 kids, and countless family gatherings, I was an outsider. Tom texted privately. Honey, Derek's being dramatic about the divorce stuff. You know how he is. I knew. Derek, my brother-in-law, was divorcing and had decided that anyone still talking to his ex was choosing sides. I'd made a mistake answering her call about their daughter's birthday. It's fine, I texted, though my hands trembled. It wasn't fine, but they'd figure that out in about 6 weeks. I pulled up our family travel spreadsheet, something I'd maintained for years, tracking every flight, upgrade, buddy pass, and benefit. The Hawaii trip was all there. 15 tickets for the second week of March. First-class upgrades already waitlisted through my employee priority, hotel employee rates via our partnership, inter-island Hawaiian flights using reciprocal benefits. Total savings for the family? Approximately $35,000. I archived the spreadsheet and closed it. Marina, you okay? James, my colleague, looked concerned. You're doing that scary quiet thing. I'm fine. Just some family drama. The in-laws again. He had no idea. For the next 3 weeks, I watched the planning unfold from Tom's phone when he wasn't looking. They were coordinating everything. Restaurants, activities, matching t-shirts. Derek had appointed himself trip coordinator, collecting deposits and shared expenses. He announced, got us a great deal on the flights, $400 each round trip. My travel agent friend hooked us up. I nearly choked on my coffee. Those were my employee buddy passes, already arranged and now claimed by him. Don't forget the hotel discount. Sheila, my mother-in-law, chimed in. My daughter's working for Marriott. We get 20% off. That was my employee rate through Delta's partnership. 60% off, not 20%. But I let it go. Tom looked at me nervously. You're still handling the bookings, right? I know Derek's being an ass, but am I still family? Of course. Then why am I not in the family chat? That's just Derek being Derek. It stung. I asked, are they okay with me being excluded from the planning of their anniversary? His silence was everything I needed to know. I decided to handle what I'd already committed to. The buddy passes, the hotel discounts, they were already in the system. Or so I thought. 2 weeks before departure, the text started. Sheila, quick question about the flights. Do we need to do anything special to check in? I didn't respond. Hey, the hotel is asking for an employee ID for the rate. Silence. Can we upgrade to first class? Nothing. Finally, Tom confronted me. You're getting the texts, right? About the trip. What trip? The Hawaii trip, Marina. Come on. Don't be petty. I'm not being petty. I'm respecting the family's wishes. Derek made it clear I'm not family. Then why am I excluded from planning my own in-laws' anniversary? I pulled out a screenshot. Family only. Very clear. 5 days before departure, panic set in. Delta's system showed the buddy passes as pending until activation. The family checked in online, saw their reservations, and assumed everything was set. But then Derek tried to change his seat. What do you mean the reservation isn't ticketed? I heard him yelling through Tom's phone. I have a confirmation number, he insisted. Tom, the flights, they're not booked. I have no idea. I'm not in the family chat. I assume Derek's travel agent handled it. The truth hit hard. The family's meticulously planned, deeply discounted vacation depended on my benefits, and I wasn't in the loop. Tom's phone rang. His mother put me on. Hello, Sheila. Sweetheart, there's some confusion about the flights. I thought Derek's travel agent was handling everything. Then you know your family, right? Because family members are usually included in family planning. I must have been removed from the group chat. That was Derek being foolish. More silence. Can you fix the flights? Can I? Yes. Will I? That depends on whether I'm considered family or an outsider, because I use my employee benefits for family. I help family. I spend hours arranging travel for family. But I don't do that for people who exclude me when it's convenient and only remember I exist when they need something. Tom gestured frantically, but I ignored him. We're leaving in 5 days, and I was supposed to be part of the planning. Guests are disappointed. I hung up. The next 4 days were chaos. Delta flights to Hawaii booked up quickly for spring break. The family's plans unraveled as the truth about their tickets, unactivated buddy passes, unlinked reservations, became clear. Each family member slowly realized that their discounted, meticulously planned vacation depended entirely on the outsider they'd excluded. And I was no longer part of it. Without the employee passes, the family faced steep prices, anywhere from $1,200 to $1,800 per person for last-minute tickets. The hotel also informed them that the employee rate was no longer valid, quoting a hefty $1,500 a night instead of the usual $200. As the reality set in, the family group chat I wasn't turned into a war zone. Tom showed me screen captures of the chaos. Bill, father-in-law, this is what happens when petty grudges get in the way of family. Derek, I'm not apologizing to someone who betrayed me. Karen, you betrayed all of us by removing Marina without asking. Michelle, maybe if we all apologized. Sheila, the trip is ruined. After 50 years of marriage, we can't even celebrate properly because my children are acting like children. Tom begged, please, Marina. Mom is crying. It's their 50th anniversary, and I've been excluded from the planning. Your brother decided I wasn't family, and everyone just went along with it. Now they're paying the price. I looked at him, steady. So you're telling me I'm going to ruin their anniversary over a group chat? I'm not ruining anything, I replied. I'm just not fixing what they broke. There's a difference. He looked at me, desperate. That's vindictive. No, vindictive would be actively canceling their reservations. I'm simply choosing not to use my employment benefits for people who don't consider me family. That's boundaries. 3 days before departure, Derek finally cracked. Not because he felt remorse, but because his kids were crying about missing Hawaii. He showed up at our house, bitter and tense. I'm sorry, he said through clenched teeth. For what? I asked. For removing you from the chat and calling you an outsider. He looked genuinely confused. And what else? Figure it out, Derek. I said coldly. And until you do, enjoy explaining to your kids why their Hawaii trip got canceled because you decided being petty was more important than family. He stormed out furious. The breaking point came when my sister-in-law's husband, Miguel, the only other-in-law who'd always been kind, sent me a private message. Marina, I get it. They did you dirty. But my kids don't understand why their cousins aren't going to Hawaii anymore. Is there anything I can do? I liked Miguel. He'd been the only one to reach out after I was cut out, calling it messed up. I replied, book your own tickets today. Take your family and go without them. Prices are only going up. Or, you could teach them that actions have consequences. He took my advice. He booked 4 tickets on Southwest, found a decent hotel, and announced in the family chat that his family was still going to Hawaii since their trip seemed canceled. The explosion was nuclear. Sheila called Tom, furious. How could Marina help Miguel but not us? It's favoritism. It's what happens when you treat people differently. Tom finally snapped. Miguel never agreed with kicking Marina out. You all just went along with Derek. So, yes, she helped the one person who stood up for herself. Deal with it. 2 days before what was supposed to be the trip, I received a new notification. Derek Fleming added you to the Fleming family chat. The first message from Derek read, Marina is family. I was wrong. I'm sorry for letting divorce drama affect everyone. Can we fix this? Followed by Sheila. We're sorry, too. You've always been family. Bill, what Derek did was wrong. We should have stopped him. Karen, I'm sorry I didn't speak up. Michelle, We were cowards. I paused for an hour before replying. I appreciate the apologies, but you had 3 weeks to make this right. You only care now because you need something. That's not family. That's transactional. I went on. Miguel and his family have a wonderful trip planned. I suggest you use this as a lesson for next time. And I added a parting shot to Derek. My siding with your ex-wife in your divorce was just answering her call about her daughter's birthday. If that threatens you, the problem isn't me. Then I left the chat. Miguel's family had an amazing time, beach days, luau's, hiking Diamond Head. I'd managed to get a partial employee rate at a partner hotel because I made a call. Meanwhile, the rest of the family stayed home, embroiled in blame and chaos. Tom showed me the messages. Derek blaming me, Karen blaming Derek, Sheila blaming everyone, but telling them all to grow up. The aftermath was revealing. Tom and I had serious conversations about family boundaries and respect. He admitted he should have stood up for me immediately instead of trying to keep the peace. Even Derek's ex-wife, Diane, reached out to thank me. Word had gotten back to her, and it was helping her custody case. Derek was now claiming I was alienating him, but the truth was, he was the one pushing people away. At the next family gathering, Easter at Sheila and Bill's, I brought my famous sweet potato casserole, the one everyone always requested. Derek couldn't meet my eyes. Karen overcompensated with chatter. Miguel gave me a subtle fist bump. During dessert, Sheila cleared her throat. We've decided to try for Hawaii again for our 51st anniversary. Marina, would you help us plan it properly this time? I'll help coordinate, I said carefully, but everyone books and pays for their own tickets. I'll provide employee discount codes where I can, but I won't manage travel. That's fair, Bill agreed quickly. I added, the planning will be in a group chat that includes everyone. No secret chats, no exclusions. If anyone creates a family-only chat again, I'm out. They agreed. 8 months later, the trip happened, and everyone paid full price for their buddy passes. Still a discount, but no longer the free rides they've been used to. Miguel and I coordinated smoothly, and this time, Derek apologized properly. His divorce was finalized, and he'd realized how much bitterness had cost everyone. I looked at him and said, remember next time you want to decide who's family. Family only includes those who truly belong by blood, marriage, or choice. The family chat still exists. I'm still in it. But now everyone knows, excluding the person who handles your travel benefits is a costly mistake. My benefits are still for family, real family. The ones who don't need a cancel vacation to remember I belong. And honestly, I enjoy watching them learn that lesson the hard way. Sometimes, the best lessons come at 30,000 feet. Or in this case, from never leaving the ground.